Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory on Story Theory. Today we're going to be looking at what is most likely going to be your first big build in the game. And yes, of course I'm talking about heavy modular frames. Now you can actually make these from only 2 raw resources, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and where it's going to make logistics super easy. Let's take a look at our production planner. So this is the Satisfactory modeler. It's free to download on Steam, and you can check out my how-to guide in one of the cards up here to get a jump start on the program. So we have 6 impure iron nodes in this area, 1 impure limestone node, and 1 normal limestone node. So we're going to be taking 144 raw iron from each one of those iron nodes, and then 174 limestone node, and 150 which will be maxing out on the other with a Mark II miner fully overclocked. That iron is going to be smelted down in 12 smelters at 240% overclock speed, and then that's going to be split in some very weird amounts. So if you're not using the mod list that I am, you can use belt speeds to try and get these amounts as close to what you're looking for, and then the overflow or smart splitter tabs would help fill the rest. So at the top, we're going to be having 3 constructors making our iron plates at 180%, and then we're going to have the cast screw alternate recipe, 2 constructors making those at 216%, 2 constructors making the iron rods at 240%. We're once again using the iron pipe alternate recipe. We're going to have 1 constructor at 217% overclock speed, and then 2 other iron pipe constructors that are going to be at 180% overclock speed. So we're going to have 2 constructors doing concrete at 250 and 1 at 220. Now that bottom iron pipe, that's at the 180% overclock speed right here, and the concrete right here that's making 75 is going to go into 2 assemblers making our encased industrial beams. Same with up here with the iron plates and the cast screws. Those are going to be making our reinforced iron plates and 2 constructors at 180% overclock speed. Now you're going to take those RIPs and you're going to take the iron rods, make modular frames in 3 constructors at 200%, and then you're going to put the iron pipes, which we're going at 54 right here, those 12 modular frames, 15 encased industrial beams, and the 33 extra concrete. You're going to put all those into our first manufacturer, which is going to be making our heavy modular frames. Now I have 1 manufacturer at 160% overclock speed, making 4.5 of these per minute. Now, I feel like you don't really need more than that per minute if you're just putting them into the dimensional depot so you can use to build in the future. If you feel like you need a lot more heavy modular frames than this, of course, this entire process can be duplicated somewhere else on the map. However, I don't think there are any other areas on the map that have iron and limestone in these quantities this close together. This close together proximity and purity nodes makes the logistics crazy easy. So this is going to be our most complicated build so far. This T3 build is going to use the manufacturer for the first time. Now if you look on the map, we're at about -930, 26. 24. In this area, you'll find those 6 impure iron nodes and the 2 limestone nodes. So the 4 of those iron nodes are going to be down here. Each one of them is outputting the 144 that we were looking for, and then the 2 limestone nodes are right next door. So you can make the logistics very easy for yourself. Each one of these is actually going into the modular load balancer mod and then the counter limiter mod. So each one of those is putting those raw iron ore up to the area I need in the exact amount. Of course, you could accomplish this with the vanilla mergers and splitters. However, it would make for a pretty cumbersome logistics for it. Now, you'll probably notice that I make a heavy use of signs in this build versus some of these others, and that's just to keep things organized. Each one of these machines will have a place where a sign will snap at the top, at the bottom, and then you can build off that. So each one of our smelters here is telling me exactly how many iron ingots it is outputting. Same thing over here. Screws and iron rod processing, that's where that's going. Iron plate smelting, that's where that's going, and concrete. So I am making a heavy use of signs in this build, and I suggest you do the same to keep yourself organized. This is where the other two iron nodes are, a little further up the hill. Of course, we have our priority power switch here as well, so we can turn the facility on and off as needed. Now, if we go up to the second floor, this is where all of our assemblers are. So I actually don't have any signs in this area. However, each one of these constructors has a sign on it as well, and I'm going to put my hover pack back on, telling me exactly what is being output from each machine. Same thing on this side, or not. I must not label these machines. However, we have our assemblers on this side. These are going to be making our reinforced iron plates. And see, I shouldn't have to click on them. They should have signs on there so I know exactly what they are by just looking at them. Similar to down here, we have our iron plate processing. These are going to be your steel pipe, and that one is steel pipe as well. So all of that comes over here into our manufacturer, making our heavy modular frames at 4.5 per minute. Now those modular frames come over here, go into dimensional depot, storage bin, and uploader, and then of course the overflow is going to come over here into our awesome sink. So this is a pretty complicated build, and it's going to be the first one that you have that is this complicated. However, with keeping things organized, kind of using the same techniques that I have here for the electric and the logistics, where each one of these is almost a pod in itself, it keeps things nice and neat and makes your factory floor safer for all pioneers, which is really the point here. Ada wants all of her pioneers to be safe. So if you like the video or you want to see more of these, please let me know down below, and I will see you on the next one.